Q&A. Last week, I asked all of you to send me in some questions, and now I will be responding to them. It's like that gives it away in the title. But yeah, I've got a couple of questions up here that I'm going to try and not look at for the entire time. So if you see me looking over here for the rest of the video, then that's why. This first question is from Pangea Juice, also known as Jaden, also known as Corn, also known as the reason why I stay up at night. What team of 6 Pokemon might I decide to carry around with me if I were allowed to carry around a team of 6 Pokemon? I made that sound a lot longer than it was. My favourite Pokemon has changed a lot over the past few years, so I thought it'd be appropriate if I decided to, mix and match and choose all my favourites from the past few years. I would definitely have Bouffalont on my team because they are a big cool bull. They have like an afro, and that means they're cool. Really cool. I would also have Glaceon. Glaceon, you see, it's like a little Glaceon. This one's a little gremlin. Look at them. They have like little angry eyes. They're like those cats that look constantly sad, but like they're really cute, and you can tell that they're happy, but they just look angry. I like Glaceon because my friends were assigning evolutions to all of us, and I got assigned Glaceon. So I got given a bunch of Glaceon themed things. I got a bunch of Glaceon themed things to have, and now, yeah, I just Glaceon. Look at them. Look at them. I'd also probably have Roserade. Roserade will be somewhere up here, and Electivire. I think that'd be kind of cool because Roserade was my favourite for a long time. Poison's one of my favourite types, and Roserade was one of my favourite poison types for a while, so probably Roserade. Electivire because I used to really like Electric, and Electivire was probably one of my first favourites, though I never used him on an actual playthrough. He was definitely one of my favourites for some reason. I don't know why. And then either like Empoleon or Seismitoad. Empoleon was like the first starter I had, so I thought that'd be like appropriate. Or Seismitoad, because Seismitoad for some reason, something about the Seismitoad line, the Time Pole line, it just resonates with me, It just resonates with me. And then finally, of course, Mudkip. Mudkip is like one of my favourites too. Mudkip is amazing. It's also been one of like the gaming channel mascots for a bit, or one of the mascots for my gaming related content for a bit before I decided to not do that. So Mudkip's also definitely on the list. I love Mudkip so much. I would die for both of these Pokemon. It's also funny because their heads like, let me just show you. Their heads are like too heavy for them to properly stand up. So such big heads. So big. So tiny, but so big. I'm gonna cry. This next question comes from my good friend Lotta, who I did a collab with last year, and they ask, what do I use to make my music and compose and stuff? And I get asked this a lot. I tend to give a broad answer, but I'll give a specific answer. I mainly use MuseScore 3, which is a free software. It's mainly a scoring software. It's not meant for like audio production, but I've made do with it for the past few years somehow. I don't know how. I've gotten custom sound fonts for it. I think the one I use is called Symphonic Sounds. I use like an 8-bit one. I use different sound fonts from different games and stuff. I've made my own, and MuseScore can take you a long way. I mean, I need to upgrade. I'm gonna try and learn FL Studio sometime soon. I've been saying that for the past 3 months, and I've not even opened it. I also sometimes use Audacity if I want to like splice things or incorporate other songs into stuff. Or just add some general post-production, like, I don't know, that sort of stuff. And then sometimes if I'm feeling lazy, I'll also use Sony Vegas when I'm editing the actual song into the video. You can make music with anything if you try hard enough. I feel too high in my chair. This is another question from Pangea Juice, the juices of Pangea, the juices of the biggest continent before it broke up into smaller little juices. And they ask if I had one lasagna and I put another lasagna on top of it, would I then have 2 lasagnas? Well, I can answer this question with another question. If you had 2 sandwiches and put the sandwiches on top of each other, do you have a stack of sandwiches, or do you have like a super sandwich? Same as if you had like a loaf of bread cut up and then stacked. Would you have a cut loaf of bread or a massive bread sandwich? You decide. Chilling Creative asks, when is the Big Mac Obama full OST going to be released? Don't know why I'm answering this question in the Q&A. I could have just answered it in the actual Twitter replies. Lots of you asking to collab again. I would love to when it's safe to in person. That's amazing. I miss all my friends, so I would love to do that. That would be amazing. I'm so lonely. And then my man, Chaos and Cabbages, coming in hot with 6 questions for me to answer. I can barely even answer my own questions. You're making me suffer here, my guy. I'm going to die on the spot, right? This is like going to be a mini Q&A inside of this Q&A. We've got like a Q and Q&A, a Q and Q, a Q and Q&A, a Q and Q, a Q&A and Q&A. The first question of 6 is how long I have been playing music and how long of my musical sort of career, I guess that's weird wording, have I been composing for. I think I started like properly performing, would have been around year 4 or 5 of primary school, so when I was about 9 or 10. I did play some instruments beforehand, like I did recorder lessons and probably keyboard lessons or something, but I properly got into it, I would say, near the end of primary school, so it would be nearing about 10 or so years now. That's when I started playing a brass instrument, which is my main instrument to this day. It's somewhere, it's over there, 1 minute. It's this bad boy. I'm sure I've shown off my euphonium several times in other Q&As, but this is my euphonium. I love it so much. It's technically not mine, but it's my band room's, but I love it. But yeah, I didn't actually start on the euphonium. I started on the baritone, and then I got put onto euphonium about halfway through high school when one of our euphonium players left. For whatever reason, I can't remember if it was a good or bad reason, but it was a reason. And then I've probably been composing since, I would say, casually from like mid to end of high school, and then I properly got into it in college when I started the Polybrow YouTube channel. Yeah, I've been composing for a while. Question 2 of 6 is what's my favourite song / composer / album / whatever. And at the moment I have this, I wouldn't call it an obsession. An obsession's with Big Mac Obama. This is more so an interest in a Finnish composer named Eino Juhani Rautavaara. Eino Juhani Rautavaara. It's a mouthful. He wrote some amazing pieces. I've wrote at least 2 university essays about him, and learned a lot about him as a result of it. He focused a lot on serialism. Serialism being like, 12-tone stuff, other stuff like that. Then he sort of shifted to more of like a mysticism sort of style near the latter half of his life. Really interesting. Some pieces I would recommend that he wrote was his etudes, collection of 6 etudes for piano, really nice. His 7th Symphony, Angel of Light, was really good. And then the Cantus Arcticus, which is also one of his most well-known ones, which uses a tape recorder or a tape recording of birds and like Arctic birds and stuff, and then he's put the orchestra to that. It's really, really nice. It's really beautiful music. It's quite menacing sometimes, but like it's menacing in a beautiful way. I don't know. He was also taught by Sibelius, which is quite cool. Disclaimer: he was taught by the person Sibelius, not the software Sibelius. I feel sorry for anyone that's learnt music through Sibelius. Question 3 of 6 is what plans do I have for the channel in the future, like content-wise, whatever, stuff like that. I don't really know. I have like a variety of plans, I want to do more videos where it's me talking to people about stuff either like this or like in some other style. I want to do more like anime-y stuff. Like I quite like the little style I'm developing. I'm not a good artist by any means, but I like this sort of goober-ish animation style that I've been developing and working on. So I'm going to try and get more animations done. I want to keep on doing my music and stuff. I might just try and slowly move away from doing solely Dream SMP related things and try and do more general music and general content in generally. I have no idea where I'm going, so I hope you all join me for the wild ride that's about to happen. Yay. Question 4 of 6 is who I'd like to collab with. What the hell is my fringe doing? It's like parting like the Red Sea. I hate having hair. Why is having hair the norm? If we all just shaved it off, it'd be so much easier. Normally I just answer this question with like, oh yeah, I'd collaborate with anyone and everyone because I just love people. I love meeting people and talking to people. I'd collaborate with anyone. If you're watching this video right now, chances are I would collaborate with you. Don't take that too seriously. But maybe. But in particular, I would love to collaborate with more like animators and stuff because although, not necessarily in the way of like I write music for their animations, they animate for my music and sort of thing, but just in general, either we do things together because something similar to my my cosplay music swap that I did last year. Just in general, I feel like animators can be very chill people. Probably relate in terms of like the the stressful process of writing music and animating. Probably some relation we can have with that, so I feel like I click with an animator really well. One animator in general I really look up to as such is Katsun. They're a really cool animator. They make some really nice animations. Something about their style is relaxing. It's not like it's quite a nice style, and their animation style has changed a lot over the years, and it's been interesting to watch that grow. But just in general, they have a really nice animation art style sort of thing, and they're also a very nice person. They care a lot about LGBT plus rights and stuff, and they have a side channel where they talk about it. And they've talked a lot about a few controversial things that happened in regards to the community recently, and it's been really interesting. So there's definitely someone who I'd love to collaborate with and work with one day. But that's very aspirational. I'm on 2K, they're on 1 mil. I mean, you never know. If you're watching this video, Katsun, then if you're looking for music, I'm your gal. If I were to fight a celestial body, which one would it be and how? I would fight every single gas giant, and all I'd need is the world's biggest Henry Hoover. They might be gas giants, but Henry Hoover, he can suck. And then the final question is Harry Potter house and godly parent in, I'm assuming that's Percy Jackson, which I googled, and it's Hufflepuff and Hunter of Artemis. I vaguely know what Hufflepuff is. I think I've done a test before and I didn't get that. I might have gotten that, but apparently I'm a Hufflepuff. Hunter of Artemis. Never really watched or read Percy Jackson, so I don't know about that. It sounds cool, so I guess I'll take it. Important. Would I rather have 4 arms or 4 legs? Now, it depends on what you mean by that. Do you mean if I chose legs, would I have legs replacing my arms? Or if I chose legs, would I have 4 legs coming from beneath my torso? Or 4 arms coming from out of here, like 4 arms from Ben 10? If so, if the former, if I have arms instead of legs, I would go with the arms, just because I can be like a monkey and grab onto things with my feet. That'd be kind of cool. If it was a case of I just get an extra 2, I don't lose anything, I just gain, then I would go for the arms as well, because I want to be Machamp. That's kind of cool. I can hold 4 things at once, that'd be kind of cool. And then this is a final question, not for me, but for Kirby. Why does Kirby keep on attacking me? I don't know why Kirby keeps on attacking me. I don't know if there's something that Kirby knows that I don't. If Kirby knows I'm gonna do something dangerous, or if I've already done something and I'm not aware of it. I mean, I don't know. There's plenty of things from my past that I'm not prepared to reveal. But if Kirby's someone from my past that I've come across, then I'm greatly concerned as to what they may know about me. Thank you all for watching anyway. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. I hope you learned a bit about me. If not, then, I mean, I might have been lying. You never know. I might be lying about everything. I might not even be Polybrow. And you would never know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go and enjoy the rest of your days or something. Go and do something useful. I'm gonna go write another Big Mac Obama song. Peace. Ow.